Big problem, big problem. It is quite scary, this. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there it is, guys. I can see it. We're making serious cash. Hello everybody, Mr. Sticksman here, and welcome back to Stormworks. Now in today's video, I am planning on selling over $500,000 worth of jet fuel. But in order to do that, we're going to have to buy 2 more islands. Okay, so I'm going to go onto the map now and show you exactly the plan, and then we're going to end up the episode kind of leading into the next one, because I've got an interesting idea, a bit of a fun project which might be quite cool to do in the near future. So anyway, let's go to the map and have a look what we're talking about for today. Now currently we are here, we've just sold 1 round of jet fuel for, I think it was like 256,000 or something altogether. So now we're sitting at $282,406. It's actually worth more like 320,000 because the quadcopter and the fuel tank are already spawned in, and they're worth about $40,000 between them, just roughly. So yeah, we're looking at around 320 grand at the moment. Now if I zoom out here, you can see that in our sort of approximate location here on the map, we've also got 2 other islands here, okay? We've actually got another one, there's another one down here. But today we're going to focus on these 2 here, okay? So first of all, we've got the military hospital just over here, alright? So that is actually a military base / hospital, which you can buy, okay? And I know for a fact that this base has got jet fuel in it, and I think it's the same amount that we sold last time as well, so that's another 256 grand. And I believe the island itself only costs about $90,000, so that's a good profit right there. So we are going to become the new owner of this island and base here, which is really cool in itself, but also we're going to make a ton of money out of it. And then we're not going to stop there. We're going to go over to the creative island and buy that as well. Now this is more money, I think it's 150 grand. But again, it's got, I think, the same amount of jet fuel in the hangar just over here as well. So again, in terms of profit, we're going to sell this jet fuel for around 256 grand. And then including the purchase, we'll make about 100,000 of profit. A bit more than that, actually. So that's really good. By the end of today, we should have a lot more money than we do now even. And we're going to be owning 2 more really good bases as well. But also, look at this, guys. Now, I'm not going to say anything more about this at the moment, but we're going to talk about this little island later on in the video. Okay, but let's get started with today's mission. We're going to buy 2 reasonably expensive islands, and we're going to sell a whole lot of jet fuel. And what's even better is they're both only a short way across the water. Let's go. Right then, let's get into the chopper. And so basically, right, this fuel tank is now completely empty. So we're going to take it with us, of course, and fill it up with jet fuel again in a short while. But as you can see, the battery level has dropped a bit. Now, hopefully we can actually charge it with the quadcopter here. So let's just check we can do that. And by the way, guys, I have actually upgraded this quadcopter, but I'm going to have to sort of respawn it in to see those upgrades, of course, because we don't have a workbench here. So when we get over to one of the islands, I might think about sort of respawning it. We might have to lose a bit of diesel to do that, but anyway, let's just start up the generators here. There we go. We've got some revs going from generation in these big generators here, or medium ones I should say. So we've got a bit of fuel left, but that's fine. We don't have to worry about fuel at all today, because really the distances we're traveling are so small. But if we have a look here, look, okay, so the fuel tank has already charged to 100% battery. That's incredible. Let's turn the pumps off, because that's draining a bit of power. Actually, I should have done that before. But yeah, so the quadcopter is charging this fuel tank, no problem. All right, so I'm just going to increase our generation here to around, let's take it to around 50 for now. Start up the rotors, make sure we're charging our battery nicely as well, and then we'll get going. Now I'm going to go to the military base first, because I want to end up at the creative base later on. That's why we're doing this one first, but you know, it's pretty much the same thing. Good, the battery's increasing now. We'll just chuck these on the rest of the way, and there we go. Guys, we've just got a mission in. Did you see that? We've just got a mission over here, look, and it's only across the road. Maybe we should go and do this first. Not so sure. Maybe we can get some extra money. So the idea is to go down to the military base just down here, which we can probably see actually from where we are on this island. But look at this, if we go and do that mission, I don't know if we could actually complete it, but if we can get some money for it, that would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Let's go and have a look. Okay, so the mission is actually sort of northeast, I think, isn't it? Let's just check that. No, more east actually. So we go east using our compass ball just down at the bottom of the screen there. And although we really need some kind of transponder to locate this missing boat or whatever it is, it's not a very big search area, and because we're in the sky, we should be alright. Now, I don't know how large this boat might be. Like, can we land on it? Maybe. We might be able to land on it, and therefore we won't have to sort of hover above the water and rescue people or anything like that. But if we're having to tow the boat to safety, we might have to completely ignore it, because we just can't do that at the moment. We do have a couple of islands over here as well, so we use them for reference when we're looking at the map and navigating. So try and get in line with that island on the left hand side there, and then just compare that to the map and see, you know, see what's going on really. That island must be this one here that actually you can buy, and I think you can build bases on that one. There's the next island over there, so I reckon isn't it just south of that? Let's have another look. Yeah, it's sort of just southeast of that island over there, the bigger one. I mean, I can't see anything at the moment, but surely we are getting kind of close to the right location here. Oh, there it is, guys. I can see it. I think so anyway. That could just be an AI ship, or it could be the one we're looking for. Look at that, straight ahead. Something over there. It's quite big as well. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's pretty big, but I don't know if it will have a helipad. Oh yeah, the flare's gone up. Oh, amazing. Okay, so they've just fired a flare off. Okay. Now the question is, can we actually land on this boat or ship? Can we land on it or not? Because I don't want to just leave them behind, but we might have to. We might have to just ignore them. Hang on a minute. Let's get much closer and have a good look at this. By the way, guys, my fuel tank can actually float. On its own, because it's empty. It can even float when it's got fuel in it, but it definitely floats when it's empty, so that's really handy. Right, 5 casualties in the ocean to a hospital. Now actually, guys, is that our military base a hospital? That's a military hospital, isn't it? So actually our sort of our destination for today might be the mission destination at the same time. Now let's see if we can lower down here, and what I'll do is I'll leave it on auto hover. Okay, so hopefully with the sort of buoyancy of our fuel tank as well, we might be able to just sit on top of the water and not lose this thing. So I just very carefully fall down into the water, get fairly close, because we really don't want to take too long over this, right? But luckily there's no fire or anything, so right, easy does it, easy does it. And you know, if it gets dangerous, of course we're not going to pursue this mission still, but I'm just going to get out the seat and see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right, let go. What's happening? Guys, it's all right, I think. Are we lifting up? I think we're okay. I'm risking it, guys. I'm risking it. Oh, look at that. I haven't even tested this before, so I've no idea what's really going to happen. Now, of course, I don't have any seats at the moment, but what we can do is actually stand them on here, I'm thinking, right, and hopefully they won't fall off when I'm flying. But so far, look at that, everything is okay. I'm so glad this mission turned up. That is a spot of luck, that is. It's a very cool ship. I'd love to have a look around, but I really don't want to mess about here. So I'm not going to do that, basically. I'm going to get them on as fast as possible. And of course, there are sharks about in the water, so we don't want to hang about in the water either. This is quite risky work, to be honest. But another... Oh, look, I do have seats. Hang on a minute. I forgot I've got these seats here. Goodness me. That's even better. And I will heal them up, of course. They are low on health. I've got first aid packs just underneath the quadcopter over there. And defibrillators, actually, as well. So that's extra handy, right? Some of these people might actually be unconscious or something like that. So there's another person alive in here, though. That's good. We'll just grab that person. And they can follow me out. Hopefully they can jump over the rail or something. Come on, mate. Oh, I just picked them up. Now, is there anyone else who can follow us down? There is a door here, but that goes into the same location. There's 5 passengers. I wonder if there's someone on top, is there? Nope, there's no one on top, so we'll have to now... I'll take this person over, and then I reckon we can go down under the deck as well. There must be some cabins underneath or something. We can go and find that out, but we just sit this person down here. Perfect. And then, is the boat sinking? It is leaning back a bit, isn't it? Oh no, guys, it might be sinking. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but it could be. So how do we get down below deck? Is there a door? There is a door here, or a hatch. Perfect, there we go. There's one person. Pick them up. And as I say, I'll heal them actually when we're on the fuel tank. The quadcopter is still fine. We'll just close that door there. We don't let extra water in. Right, we'll just put this last person onto the float here. At the front. Right, we've got all of them. I reckon it's 5. Is it 5? I think it was 5 people. Yep, 5 casualties. Now, we'll just go and heal them up if we can. It seems like we do have time. So, I will grab a first aid kit here. And I think we've got multiple first aid kits on this quadcopter, but that's 2 of them healed up. And I'll just grab, there's another one here as well. So that's good. That's full health, and that one is as well. Right, I reckon they're all good. They're all good. I've got extra first aid kits even still if we need them. But now let's get on board and fly them, hopefully to the military hospital, because that is the place we're going to buy anyway. Let's get into the air. Oh, amazing, guys. This is amazing work. Right, now what we want to do is head... Let's just have a look at the map here. Okay, so southwest, alright, kind of southwest. That's where we're going right now. And this is where we are at the moment. I'm hoping for around $2,000 per casualty. So, you know, we might get 10 grand today. Just for this mission alone, which is good. Added on to the colossal amount of money we're going to make later on as well. Having a bit of difficulty staying straight in the air. I think the wind is really picking up at the moment, actually. Luckily, it's not raining. You know, we can see quite far into the distance, but this wind, I'm telling you, look at that, it's it's knocking me all over the place, to be honest. The military base is now coming into view, and here I'm not sure, I think you can build aircraft in here, because we are going to be selling jet fuel from a hangar that's over here. I'm not sure if you can build boats, though. I will have to sort of double check that at another point. How much money do you reckon we can make in this season, guys? In season 2, how much money do you want to see me making by the end? I mean, I've got $1 million in mind, right? Because it's a nice big round number, and also, you know, it leaves room for even greater things in season 3. Hint, hint. So yeah, I've got ideas for season 3. Of course, we're going to try and up the game every time and do even bigger and better things. But I reckon in this season, $1 million in cash, you know. So excluding the islands we own, I would like to have $1 million in cash by the end of this season. I think that would be very, very cool. And we're already well on the way to that. But here is the military base. So if we just get the binoculars out, we can see a bit closer up. There's the hangar. That must be the billboard over there where we're going to actually buy it. So we'll head over in that direction. Look how much space there is. And yeah, I believe it's only $90,000. So it's actually quite a good purchase, really, isn't it? However, I don't know if we can build boats. There is some sort of dock or jetty here, look. But yeah, in the past, I've never actually seen a workbench for building boats. I mean, it's a bit weird because you think, you know, that's the perfect location, right, to have a workbench and build boats there. Bit of a waste, really. But anyway, you can still dock up there if you want to, of course. But here is the hangar. Look how much room we've got here. This is incredible. Like, it'd be great for taking off with planes here as well, you know. Loads of space. And we'll just come into land over in this direction. And actually, I'll turn the camera on. Oh no, we can't see anything on the camera. Because we've got our fuel tank underneath. We'll just bring it down nice and gently. And what's great here is that, of course, we can refill with diesel if we want to, and stuff like that. So let's just shut off the generators and the rotors there. Brilliant. Now, as you can see on the map, it says here, rescue 5 casualties in the ocean to a hospital. And looking down here, we do have the symbol for a hospital as well. I'm not sure exactly where it is on the map, but if we just go right into that location, hopefully that is actually where we need to go. Let's grab a single person here and just carry them over in this direction and see if we can somehow... Where do we have to deliver them to? Them down here. Right, that hasn't worked, has it? That's definitely not worked. By the way, guys, I think it's just gone lunchtime, so we have got quite a bit of daylight ahead of us. But of course, it will get dark eventually. That's no problem, though. I'll try and film most of this in the daylight. But yeah, this is weird because I don't know, like, is this the hangar? What is this here? And what's this on the map? We're just going to try and run around for a bit and see. Oh, we can't open the doors here, look. See if we can run around in the hangar and deliver our passengers. No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm getting a bit nervous now. Are we going to be able to complete this? But what if this is the hangar here? I'm not sure. It looks a bit weird on the map, doesn't it? But what if that is the hangar? In which case, the hospital would be these tents here, right? And the tower and that kind of area. Oh, there we go. Look, we've done it. 2,000. Yes! Okay, so we're in the middle tent, the front row. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, let's go to the quadcopter then, and we'll just pick up all of our passengers and take them over to that one there and complete the mission. Once we've handed these guys in, I will actually, of course, buy this whole base, and then we'll go and load up with jet fuel and sell it. We've got the last 4 in tow, 1 on the shoulders, 3 following. Let's get it done. Oh, that's weird. When you complete the mission, those people just sort of teleport into that position. But these people didn't follow me, so I'll have to run a bit slower, I think. They can't keep up. Let's just see what happens when we actually complete the mission. I think they all teleport to the side of the tent. What are they doing? Run around for a bit. Where do we have to go? There we go. Oh, that's weird, guys. So another 6 grand. Yeah, so we made 10 grand for that mission. Not bad. But yeah, the actual hand-in location seems to have changed. Like before it was here, right, for those 2. And then for these 3, we had to run over here. Very, very strange. So if you are doing these missions, guys, just bear in mind that you might have to run around a bit, you know, to actually complete them. But that, yeah, that's a bit annoying. But anyway, we've done it. We've done it and it's all good. All right, let's go and buy this base here. So... look at that, $90,000. It's not too bad, is it? Considering what you get here, I think that's pretty good. But let's go and make a purchase. All right. And now the military base is ours. It's all ours. And inside, I reckon we've got a whole tank full of jet fuel. Let's have a look. There it is. There's the jet fuel. Now we'll just have a look over here. Yep, so 9,552 litres, the same as before, guys. And that, of course, translates into about $256,000 worth of jet fuel. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm not sure how long the winches are here, but what we might have to do is actually fly into the hangar to load up with the jet fuel. But we'll see. Now, that seems to be the maximum we can pull it right now. So what I'll do is I'll open the doors here. Is that the door control? That's a light control. How do we open these doors? Just click on them, I think. There we go. We're going to fly inside and then fill up. All right, here we go. Then we're going to fly inside the hangar. Just very, very careful of our rotor blades up top, of course. It's quite a big hangar, but at the same time, you know, we are quite tall as well. And the last thing we want to do... I suppose what we can do now is actually despawn the quadcopter in here. So it wouldn't be the end of the world, would it? It'd probably be fine, to be honest. But let's try and do it properly. And we'll just bring it right down. We'll have to reverse out unless we respawn it in. Okay, there we go. Might as well get as close as we can just to save a bit of time. And we'll put it down right there. Okay, not too tight, but as you can see, caution has to be taken. And luckily, our controls for the fuel tank are on the right side here. Okay guys, now we are ready to fill up with jet fuel. What I've decided to do is actually try and use up as much diesel as possible without wasting it. So I'm not going to spawn in the upgraded version of this quadcopter right now. just because I don't want to waste too much fuel, and it's only 1,200 litres, but we might as well use it if we can, so I'll show you that later on. So what I'm going to do then is put a whole tank of jet fuel in and a little bit more diesel as well, just to make sure that we can guarantee that we don't sort of get stranded anywhere and fail the whole thing. Jet fuel is going in, battery is a little bit down, but that's alright, it'll charge up again later on. Look how quick that's going in, guys. So we are putting in about 9,500 litres of jet fuel right now, but that won't take very long at all. It's a shame that actually selling it takes a lot longer than that. However, don't worry, because I'm not going to just film the entire selling process, of course. We'll just get over there and it'll be a nice and easy transition for you between, between me getting there and me selling the jet fuel. Now that's almost done, so we'll get ready to detach this hose in a minute and fly out straight away. What I'll probably do is I'll try and sell this overnight, just so that we don't have to deal with all the darkness that we're inevitably going to get later on. Let's detach that right now. 0 litres left in this jet fuel tank. I will put a bit more diesel into the quadcopter as well. I'm not going to fill it up all the way, but I reckon if we just take it up to about 2,000 litres, which is just under half a tank, I think that's a safe bet, to be honest. Okay, so the plan is to go over here, sell the jet fuel, which is just across the water. We can see it from this island, in fact. And then we're going to fly straight over to the creative base after that, probably in the next Stormworks day, in the nice, bright, sunny weather, hopefully again. And we'll make another purchase here and then sell this jet fuel as well before finishing off at the creative island. All right, let's go. What I'm going to do here as well is actually... I'm going to reverse out. We are going to reverse out. This could be risky, guys, but we're going to do it. I reckon it's going to be fine. Surely it's going to be fine, you know. Let's chuck these rotors onto full. Get that battery up there. Right, we're just taking off now and tilting back a little bit. It is quite scary, this. I'm not going to lie. And we're out, guys. Look at that, into the pouring rain already. The sun is going down, but really it's dark just because... Oh dear, smoke in my eyes now. Yeah, because it's raining and there's probably going to be a thunderstorm in a minute. Okay, now we are going north, sort of northwest actually. So we'll just spin around here a bit. There we go. And we're going to go in this direction. Now probably because of the weather, we might not be able to actually see... oh, there we can see it. That's handy. Also, I don't have auto hover on, which is not good. Okay, I'll just chuck that on there. But even in this poor visibility, we can see the jet fuel island. I just think it's amazing how close it is. There's the sun, guys. It's setting in the distance there. So, definitely going down. And there goes the thunder. Amazing. I love the thunder in this game, but it gets me every time. It makes me jump every time, guys. Every single time without fail. And now, as of the sort of lighting update that we had, you know, a month or two ago, we can now see the runway lights much more clearly from a larger distance. And look at that, it's really helpful, isn't it? Really, really handy. Because without those, I mean, you know, when you get close, you might be able to see where the runway is and stuff, but actually that would be very tricky to see exactly where you're meant to land. The white light on top of the green line of lights, that's probably the building, isn't it, where we completed our mission in the last episode, which means the fuel pump for selling our jet fuel is opposite that, just over here, I reckon. Let's just have a look. There it is, just underneath the arm, holding up our rotor there. So let's just come into land here. Alright guys, so we've landed now in the pouring rain and it really is very dark. That's why I'm using our night vision binoculars. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll start selling the jet fuel right now and I'll show you that initial process, and then I'll just skip forwards until the next day where hopefully our fuel is sold. We'll have so much more money in the bank, and the weather should be nice and bright and clear. So let's use this. I'm just walking around here in the dark with my binoculars. Right, I've attached the hose. Now we're going to run over here, and of course I've got automatic lights on this thing. Lovely, look at that. And now we're just going to connect it to the out, press our pump button, and look at that, the money is increasing already. Guys, this is going to be a very, very profitable run. Alright, see you in the morning guys, and we'll see what happens. We've just sold all of the jet fuel, and you can see 0 litres left in the tank. We'll just take the hose off there and check out how much money we've got at the moment. $459,475. Guys, we're nearly at $500,000 already, but we've still got another round of jet fuel to sell as well. So what we're going to do next is head over from... So we're here at the moment, and what we're going to do is fly east over to the Coast Guard outpost. And here we're going to purchase this island, okay, and then we're going to get the jet fuel from that, fly back over here and sell it off. And even though we're buying an island in that process, we're going to have a lot more money than we currently do right now. Alright, so let's get on with it. Just as we're leaving this island right now, I think we can see the next destination already just in the background there. It's quite difficult to see actually, but we can just make out the outline of it there. So yeah, that's where we're headed. And I'll bring you back in when we are in close proximity to it. Big problem, big problem. I don't know what's going on here, but look at the money on the top right hand side of the screen. I don't understand what's happening, but basically my money is going up and I have no idea why. Okay, this is really weird. If anyone knows what's actually happening, please do inform me. But that is certainly a bug, right? I mean, I'm not selling any fuel right now. So I don't... That's so... I mean, you know, it is annoying because I actually like to make my money properly. Oh well, we might be millionaires quite soon in that case. Oh dear. I don't know what's going on, guys. It might stop it eventually, but that is very, very irritating indeed. Oh well, we're just about to land at the creative base at the moment. I mean, maybe this area is bugged. Maybe it's the whole area, is it? It might be, to be honest. What happens? I wonder if we buy the island, maybe then the infinity money thing might stop. I hope so, anyway. But currently, yeah, we're making serious cash without doing anything to earn it. So, hang on a minute. We'll just try and land down here. Right, coming into land. There's the billboard. The doors are already open here, apparently. So, alright, we'll just quickly shut this down and make our purchase straight away. And maybe that will stop the infinity money. Let's have a go. 150 grand. Done. Guys, we're still making money. We're still making money for some weird reason. Okay, I'm just going to try and restart the game and see if that helps at all. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've just restarted the game, and as you can see the money is still going up, and I don't think it's going to stop. So right, there's two options we can do with this, right? I can carry on the video as normal, we'll sell our jet fuel, and then at the end of the video I'll actually sort of erase all of the extra money that we've gained from this infinity glitch, alright? Because I can figure it out from what we had before and what we end up with when we get away from the island, okay? And then we'll never come here again so that our money doesn't keep going up infinitely, and then we can actually play this properly. That's one option, which I'm pretty much inclined to do. The other option, of course, is to actually keep this money. I mean, I think as we go out of the area, I have a feeling it might stop, because it seems to just start increasing when we got in the general area of this sort of island. And I actually reckon it might have something to do with this island over here, because here, right next door, that's less than a kilometre away. I think it's about 750 odd metres. We've got this sort of sell point for diesel, okay? And I'm not quite sure why, but I just think maybe it's actually selling diesel that doesn't exist. So yeah, I think that's why this is maybe happening, although of course I have no actual idea. But I reckon after we've done the jet fuel and we've got out of this area, I'm just not going to come back, at least until, you know, the game is updated in the future, and then maybe we can use this island further. But it does mean that my initial plan to come over here and use this island might not actually work, but I will have a look into it for the future and keep checking as we go. And we could even use this project that I had in mind somewhere else on the map, actually. It just wouldn't be quite the same. Anyway, let's carry on here, pretend our money is not going up any further, and get the job done today. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the quadcopter inside the hangar, and I'm actually going to respawn this thing, so we'll put it away. Oh hang on, I haven't got auto hover on. Oh no, this is scary, this is scary. I'm scared. Okay, I think we're alright, I think we're safe. Let's just have a look. Yeah, we're all good. I'm going to despawn this, okay, and then get out the new version, which has got a couple of smaller upgrades, which might actually be pretty handy in some situations. So I'll go and do that now, and then we'll respawn it all in, and yeah, fill up the fuel tank and get going with the next round of jet fuel. Also, we've only got 821 odd litres anyway, so I am going to lose that when I despawn this thing, because the diesel tank here is of course full up to the top, but it's not a massive amount of diesel, so I don't mind wasting a little bit there. And there we are, that's all gone. We now own the creative island. Let's go and spawn in the new version of the quadcopter. Here's our new version of the quadcopter, and what I'll do first is show you the upgrades I've made. So to begin with, we can turn on our monitor as normal, and I've put a palette under there just so that you can see we do have something under and it's working. But I've also got this new switch here, and if you press that, we now have our coordinates. Okay, so thank you very much to one of my viewers for suggesting this. Now we have an exact location. Now, of course, you can do maps and things and all sorts of clever stuff with these monitors here, but I don't know how to do that myself. And I normally like to just build things that I can understand how to make and actually make them myself. Okay, so that's why we've got a somewhat basic version here, but I thought it'd be really cool to try and learn a bit of Lua. So I have, you know, implemented a bit of basic Lua knowledge here to generate these X and Y coordinates on the screen. And we could also, you know, do the altitude or whatever else we want to on here, but I just started off with a very basic setup here. But anyway, so that's really handy. That basically, if we get lost in the dark or the fog or whatever, we can just split the switch here and have a look at where we are. And then if you go to the map, you can see the coordinates on the bottom right hand side of the screen, and that should just, you know, tell us where we are and then sort of find out basically. Because obviously we can't see ourselves on the map at the moment. Anyway, I'll leave that up on the screen for a minute because we're going to connect to our fuel container right now and then fill it up with jet fuel and get on our way. I will have to actually fill this quadcopter up with diesel as well, but I'll leave the coordinates up there and then you can see them actually working as we get going here. And I'll probably only put around, there it is, probably only put around sort of 2,000 litres of diesel in because that's all we're going to need, to be honest. While that's going, at the same time, I can actually put the jet fuel in into our container as well. So let's do that, put it into the in, and there we go, it's filling up. And it's just a great shame that we've got this money glitch, but yeah, I am going to erase the extra money that we've made. So don't worry, I'll erase every single dollar to the exact dollar so that we're not cheating at all. And hopefully in the future, that will actually get fixed. But as far as the jet fuel goes, we can chuck the whole lot in here. And yeah, we're gonna be very, very wealthy after this round here. And it's done. We've taken every single litre of jet fuel out of this tank. Let's go and sell it. Okay, we're ready to go then. Let's just start up our generators here. I've also got new lights actually over here, which are much better. Check this out. I mean, it's obviously not amazing, but it's way better than what I had before. So now it gives good illumination over our dashboard here and that sort of thing. Battery's full. Generators are on. Let's now take off and connect to our fuel tank. We'll just switch our camera over actually so we can move over this container and hook up to it. Oh, that was a bit too high. Nearly chopping off the roof of the building here. There we go. I've also actually moved the camera into the center underneath this quadcopter. There we go. We've already picked it up. Amazing. That was easy. Yeah, I moved the camera into the center so it's much, you know, sort of better for visualizing where we are in relation to what we're picking up. But now we're heading out from underneath. The full container of jet fuel underneath us. $256,000 worth. And we'll just get well clear of the hangar. That's it. Okay, that's all good. And then what I'm going to do as well is switch over now to see our coordinates. And as you can see, they're actually changing as we're moving around, of course, as you'd expect. But I just thought, you know, I'd sort of show you that it is actually working there. Now, what we're going to do is go west. So almost straight west, to be honest. So let's just point in that direction and head off there straight away. Right, now here's this island where I reckon this is what is causing the money glitch here. It must be, right? I mean, it might be something else, but I can't really imagine it would be anything else here. We're basically selling Infinity Diesel. Yeah, I can't see any crates down there. There might be a couple, but I can't really see any, to be honest, so I'm not too bothered at this stage. in the distance, if you can just see that, I'll get my binoculars out. There is the island we're going to, just across the water, so not very far. I reckon that's probably like, you know, 2 or 3 kilometers, maybe 3, I don't know. And hopefully, guys, any minute now, the infinity money... Oh, look, there we go, it stopped. Okay, so we've just got out of range of that island. Now it stopped. So this is what I'm going to do, all right? I'm going to go over to this island as normal. But before I sell anything, I'm going to sort of restart the game. But in the process of that, actually just delete every single extra dollar that we made, because I can work it out from, you know, seeing what we did earlier in the video. And then we'll just carry on as if nothing happened. And we'll just try our best not to fly into this area on the map. It'd be a bit annoying because we might accidentally do it at some point, but I'll try not to, and then there'll be 0 infinity money in our account, which is just perfect. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and I'll see you in a minute when we're over at that island over there. And we're here, guys. We've arrived back at the jet fuel island, as I call it. So now let's land over here, quite far away from the pump, just in this really open area. Okay, and as I say, I'm going to restart the game now. And delete all that extra money in the process. Then when I return, we'll just sell the jet fuel as normal and everything should be fine. Alright guys, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, and we're back now. So what I've done is exactly how I said. I have deleted all of the extra money we got. Of course, we bought the creative island before we came over here. So that's why we now have $309,539. That should be exactly what we had before a single dollar of infinity money came in, or at least after the purchase of the base anyway. Now we are back to normal. Let's go sell this jet fuel and see how much money we end up with. We'll just put it down here then, right next to the crane again. Still a safe distance. Right, let's turn these off. I'll make sure we turn off our monitor as well, actually. There we go, just to save a bit of extra power. And we can turn our lights off. Our last haul of jet fuel is now selling off as we speak. So yeah, I mean, the rain has died down a bit, but you can see that the sun is going down. It's nearly night time. So by the time this is done, hopefully, again, it will be a nice, new, bright, sunny day. And then we can see what we're doing as we close out the video. But everything should be back to normal now. And yeah, I don't think we've got anything else to worry about. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the morning and we'll find out how much money we've made. It is now time to find out how much money we have after all of today's adventures. Let's check it out. $566,776. Guys, we've hit $500,000 and gone way past it already. That is incredible. It's a real shame about the infinity money glitch and the creative island. I was really hoping to use that base. But as I say, if that does get fixed, then we can always come back here in the future and actually use it. But my plan here, I'll let you guys know what my plan was anyway. So, because this island is so close by, what I thought I'd do is I'd set up a relay system so that I can connect my fuel tank full of diesel here and actually relay all of the diesel through, you know, hoses and winches and stuff all the way down to the sell point and sell it from our own base. And then I thought we could always deliver more diesel here to this point and then sell it from there where it's easier because we can fly here, land in a big open space and sell it from base. But unfortunately, of course, we can't really do that. Maybe we'll do that in the future anyway. But that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I can't believe we've already hit well over $500,000. That's just incredible. Of course, there's lots more videos on the way, though. I really can't wait to see what happens next in our adventures in Stormworks. It's so much fun, guys. Thank you so much anyway. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.